Yeah, and Val is an avid mountain biker, and you are. What's your official title for the Mountain Bike Association?
I am president of Carabasset Region NEMBA.
NEMBA, and you are the prez?
Yeah, I am.
And what are some of your duties?
So I kind of jack of all trades.
Yeah.
But I think my primary duty is to try to just like get people stoked.
Yeah.
Get people excited to get out there and ride. I'm trying to build community.
Yeah.
Trying to get people together to ride together, to volunteer to get some things done, to get novice riders out there. I really want to create a ride for everyone, like whether you're a downhill rider or a cross-country rider, experienced, inexperienced.
Right.
There's something for everyone here, so
Right.
I want to get everybody out there.
Well, I think they picked the right person. You've been the good talk about you out there.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah, yeah, and you're getting things done. And
Trying to get things done.
Yeah, and what is your experience before you came up here to do this, or your experience currently?
Well, my experience before this was in terms of like athletics or in terms of like my life?
Your background, a little bit of background.
Yeah, so I was in corporate America for 25 years.
And that's why you speak corporate.
That's why I speak corporate.
Yeah.
Team building and all that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I did that for 25 years, biotech sales, actually. Yeah. And then I retired from that world in June, and I've been teaching swim. So you'll see me at the Samantha Wright Pool in the summer teaching swim.
Yeah.
I think I saw you there actually this past summer. And then during the winter, I've been at Westbrook in Portland teaching swim.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's great.
Do you love it up here?
I love it up here. When our younger daughter graduates high school, we'll be up here full time.
Good
so
for you. Good
to
for you.
Yeah.
And is she a mountain biker too?
Neither of my kids are mountain bikers.
Oh, well, sorry, I asked that question.
No, that's okay. There's time. They're young. They're young.
Yeah.
We still have time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, what should we know about mountain biking? There's some events coming up.
Yeah.
Maybe you could share some of the activities that we have.
Yeah. So, we're really focused right now on fat biking. Last time we were here, we touched on it a little bit. We had a fundraiser for our grooming efforts. We raised enough money to buy a new snow dog for grooming the trails. Yep. Yeah. Yep. So that's exciting. And we also were able to buy a Quonset hut to put the snow dogs under. So that nobody has to go shovel them out. Andy doesn't have to go shovel them out, or some of our other volunteers don't have to go shovel them out before they even start grooming.
A snow dog in a doghouse.
Two snow dogs now in a doghouse.
Holy cow! Yeah. It's two snow dogs now. And what not everyone knows what a snow dog is. Maybe you should tell us.
Yeah, it's a groomer.
Yeah.
Andy may have a picture from last time, but
it looks like a chariot.
It does look like a chariot. That's a really good description. Yeah, it's a groomer. It goes pretty slowly. It's not fast like a snowmobile. Yeah. And it flattens out the trails for people to ride, for the purpose of people to ride bikes on.
Right.
Which brings me to another point, that when you see those groomed surfaces, we really appreciate if you're out there walking that you use snowshoes to preserve those surfaces.
Right.
And if you are riding a bike, that you really drop that tire pressure. I ride on like 2 PSI tire pressure, really low tire pressure. If you're a bigger, heavier rider, you're going to want a little bit more, but you don't want to ride on like 20 PSI the way you do in the summer. You want to really drop that tire pressure.
Right.
Yeah.
And be courteous.
Yeah, be courteous. And if you're leaving a mark, a rut in the snow, either drop your tire pressure or just get off the trails and wait till they firm up.
Yeah.
Yep, and be courteous of other riders, other trail users.
Yeah, winter biking is relatively new, so etiquette probably not known by everyone.
Yes, exactly. Right. Yep.
And look at this, we've got some great footage here.
Yeah, that's great. So we have our race coming up. Actually, we have a couple events coming up.
Yeah, let's talk about those.
Yeah.
What do you got?
Yeah, so we have next Sunday, not today, but next Sunday, we have a social ride and then après, actually starting at my house. I live about half mile from the Campbell Field. So it's 3001 Public Lot Road is where our ride's going to start at 1 o'clock. Mm-hmm. And it's a social ride. Anyone is welcome. Anyone with a fat bike is welcome. Kids, adults, beginners, experienced riders, all welcome. And then we're going to come back to my house afterwards. Ride will be like, an hour and a half, depending on what people want to do.
Yeah.
And then have some beverages. We'll supply the beverages, and then people can bring some snacks to share. So it should be a good time. The only caveat is if we get too much snow
Yeah.
and the trails aren't groomed, we'll just turn it to a social event and there won't be any riding.
See, make Plan B better
Yeah,
than Plan A. It'll never happen.
Exactly.
Well, that's the thing. It is a social. The mountain bike community here is very close.
Very social, yeah.
Very social, very close. And tell us about where you'll be going during that race.
Oh, so that's just a social ride.
Yeah.
And then
And not a race, but ride,
yeah,
yeah.
that's just a social ride, and we would be going. We'd have to go a little bit, half a mile on 27, and then cut over to Campbell Field and ride some of the single track that's off the gauge.
Yeah.
So that's what that ride would look like.
Is there any damage from the big water event that people?
So, I mean, I think the bulk of the damage was actually to the gauge itself, and
Yeah.
I know that the town is working really hard on getting repairs done to
Yeah.
the gauge. But luckily for us, where our single track trails are off the gauge, it's toward the Campbell Field end. So those trails are really in pretty good shape. We had a bunch of blowdowns that our volunteers took care of.
Right.
But yeah, you can access all that single track still.
I think that's maybe some of the appeal of mountain bikers, because when it's not so good on the hill, it's probably pretty good on
those
the
days
mountain
where it's
bike.
really cold and icy,
Yeah.
or even when the mountain's on wind hold, it's, when you're down in the trees, it's less windy, it's a little bit warmer, and you get really warmed up when you're riding your bike.
Right. How many members? Do you know how many members you have in NEMBA locally?
So we have about 200 members.
That's pretty good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And always looking for more.
Always looking for more.
Yeah.
Yep.
And even if you're not a mountain biker, you can participate in keeping the trails,
Absolutely,
right?
yeah.
Keeping the
Even
trails
if you're
good.
not a mountain biker, we have people who aren't mountain bikers or aren't avid mountain bikers, but enjoy doing the trail work, so they come out and help us with trail work. And you're welcome to join our events, of course, too.
You could be social too.
You can be social too, absolutely.
We're
yes.
getting the band together at the house. Wow, that's going to be fun, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Did you invite the neighbors, I hope?
So I did. So I reached out. We just have one
See?
neighbor. So I reached out because I said there's going to kind of be a lot of cars on the road.
Yeah, yeah.
And I said, please come on by and have a beverage and say
Yeah.
hi. So she said if she was around, that she might do that.
There you go,
Yeah,
bringing up the
absolutely.
property value with all those mountain bikers right there. Thank you so much. Any other events that we're looking forward we should talk about?
So there's 2 fat bike races thus far locally. One is in Rangeley. It's called the Rangeley Loppet. And
right,
the
the Loppet.
that's on Sunday, January 28th. I think Andy might have the sign-up information.
He
that
does.
he
Look
can
at that.
provide.
Boom.
Great. So you can register on Bike Reg for that event.
Yep.
And then the other local one is the Carabasset Fat Tire Race, and that is on Sunday, February 11th. And the sign-up is live for that as well.
Yeah. It's kind of hard. You never know what the condition's going to be
You
like.
never know, so we always hope for snow, but not too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the right amount.
Yep. And we, even if you don't want to race these events, it's a beautiful ride.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful ride here in a place where we normally can't ride in the winter. So it's a great opportunity just to get out and ride. You don't have to race it. You can ride it socially, bring your friends, and just have fun.
We can get some kids' fat bikes out there.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Love to see that. Yeah, there's a youth category for the race. So love to see kids out there. I'd love to see more women out there participating.
What are you waiting for?
So yeah, what are you waiting for?
What are you waiting for?
Yeah, and it's fun. I think a lot of people are intimidated by the race, right? By this
Yeah.
this idea of racing.
Yeah.
But just go at your own pace, have fun, enjoy the views, stop, take pictures. Like it's fine. Some people will race it, and that's great for them. I love that for them.
Yeah.
But some people are just going to ride it socially and have fun.
It's a great sport. It looks like so much fun here. We've got some great footage right there. That's like the opening right there.
Yeah, it's like skiing glades. It's just the best feeling.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate you coming on today, and sorry that your daughter isn't a mountain biker yet. No pressure or anything. But,
She's got time.
She's got time.
Yeah, she's got time.
I think we have got Captain Kipjoe. All right, we're going to take a break.
Yeah,
I want to thank you so much for
thank
joining
you.
us here. Always come back and give us updates. We always love to have you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah.
We're going to take a break. We'll be right back.